Hi guys, as you have already figured out from the thumbnail, today's video will be on TrueNAS. TrueNAS is a free and open source solution for storage. TrueNAS utilizes the ZFS file system, which has many advanced features but is a little resource intensive. ZFS is good for taking snapshots so we can restore our data. We will get into the details later on how TrueNAS manages all these. In this video, I will download and host TrueNAS Scale and HyperV as a virtual machine. So, TrueNAS is an operating system, and it needs direct access to your hard disk to perform its task. Let's see how we can download and install it. I will navigate to Google and search for TrueNAS Scale. We can open the first official site for TrueNAS. Then we can click on the download button. Here, you can see that we can download it without logging in. We have two versions, Stable and Legacy. I will go for the Stable one. Let's download it. The download has been completed. It's time to host it through HyperV. I will create a new virtual machine. I will name this VM TrueNAS. I'll change the storage location. Let's choose Generation 2. Then I will give it around 8 GB of RAM, which is the minimum requirement. 16 GB is recommended, but I'll use it for testing purposes, so I will provide 8 GB of RAM only. For connection, I will choose my virtual network. For storage, I will give it around 20 GB. The recommended size is 16 GB of storage for an SSD. This will be the boot device. The entire virtual disk will be generated and stored inside an SSD, so it is fine for me. It requires 2 identical storage devices for creating the NAS, but for now I will just do the installation and will not provide any hard disks. I will attach the official ISO file, which I downloaded from the TrueNAS website, then finish the wizard. So by default, the HyperV virtual machine creation wizard does not have all the options. Let's go to Settings. And by default, Secure Boot is turned on for Windows. For the Linux-based operating system, we must disable it. And the default processor count is 10. We can change it. I'll provide 2. Now the system can start without any errors. Let's start the virtual machine. This is the TrueNAS console for installation. We can select the Install or Upgrade option. As we just provided only one disk for the boot device, we can select it without any confusion and proceed. We can set up the root or admin user from here, but I will choose Web UI. So once this installation is complete, we can open the Web UI and complete the necessary setup. Now that the installation has completed successfully, we can restart the computer. I will quickly go to the settings and remove the bootable ISO. So let's start with TrueNAS. Once it is up, it will provide the IP address for the Web UI. For me, the IP address is 192.168.0.148. There is a HTTP and a HTTPS link. HTTPS has a self-signed certificate. You can choose any of these. I'll use the HTTP here. This is the login page of TrueNAS. We can choose an administrative user or a root user. Root users are not recommended, so let's use an administrative user. We can set the password and sign in. Here is the dashboard for TrueNAS Scale. In the next video, we will proceed with the configuration and hard disk setup. So stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching.